Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael J. Bunch. I'm an author working on my first dark fantasy novel. Now, in my book, I have 6 main point of view characters and a few side characters that get a scene or two. And I feel like I handle point of view characters pretty well. So therefore, today's video is about how to handle multiple POV characters. Let's begin by discussing the main point of view styles in literature: first person, third person, and the rarely used second person perspective. First person point of view is characterized by the narrator telling the story from their own perspective, using I and me. This style creates an intimate connection between the reader and the narrator. For example, I stepped into the dimly lit room, my heart racing with anticipation. When using multiple first-person POVs, it's crucial to develop distinct voices for each character to avoid confusion. The advantage of first-person point of view include immediate emotional connection with the reader, direct access to the character's thoughts and feelings, opportunity for unreliable narration, adding depth to the story. However, it also comes with challenges. Limited perspective, as the narrator can only describe what they personally experience. Difficulty in conveying information that the narrator wouldn't know. Potential for repetition while switching between multiple first-person narrators. So now we'll move on to third person. And third-person point of view is the most common in fiction. It uses he, she, or they to describe characters and events. Third person can be limited, focusing on one character's thoughts and feelings at a time, or omniscient, allowing insight into multiple characters' minds. For instance, Sarah entered the castle, her eyes widening at the opulent decor. This perspective often proves easier to manage when juggling multiple POVs, as it provides a clearer delineation between characters. And the benefits of third-person POV includes flexibility in narration, allowing for both closeness and distance from characters, easier transitions between multiple POVs, ability to provide information unknown to the characters, and some of the challenges of third-person POV, maintaining consistency in narrative voice, especially in omniscient POV, balancing character insights without overwhelming the reader, avoiding head-popping, rapid, unclear shifts between character perspectives. And now we'll move on to second-person POV. While rare in long-form fiction, it addresses the reader directly as you. Example would be, you push open the heavy oak door, your fingers trembling slightly. This style can be powerful in small doses, but is challenging to maintain throughout an entire novel, especially with multiple POVs. Now, second-person POV is often used in choose-your-own-adventure books, experimental fiction, short stories, or sections within a larger work for dramatic effect. So now let's go over some master authors who excel at handling multiple POVs. And I'm sure you've heard of some of these. One, we have George R.R. Martin. So his Song of Ice and Fire series showcases an impressive array of POV characters, each with a distinct voice and perspective. Martin employs third-person limited, switching between characters with each chapter. His approach allows readers to experience the vast world of Westeros through various lenses, creating a rich, multifaceted narrative. 2, Jodi Picoult often utilizes multiple first-person POVs in her novels to explore complex moral issues from various angles. Her ability to create authentic, unique voices for each character is noteworthy. In My Sister's Keeper, for example, Picoult presents the story through the eyes of multiple family members, a lawyer and a guardian, offering a nuanced exploration of medical ethics and family dynamics. And 3, we have William Faulkner's As I Lay Dying. It's an extreme example of multiple POVs. It features 15 different narrators over 59 chapters, and it serves as a masterclass in creating diverse narrative voices. Faulkner's experimental approach challenges readers to piece together the story from fragmented, sometimes conflicting accounts, resulting in a deeply immersive and thought-provoking reading experience. Number 4, we have Hilary Mantel's Wolf Hall trilogy, and it demonstrates a unique approach to multiple POVs. While primarily focused on Thomas Cromwell, Mantel occasionally shifts to other perspectives, creating a sense of a wider historical canvas. Her use of present tense and close third-person narration brings immediacy to historical events, making them feel alive and urgent. Now, these authors demonstrate that when executed skillfully, multiple POVs can add depth, complexity, and richness to a narrative. Now, let's consider what some accomplished authors say about handling multiple POVs. Now, Neil Gaiman advises, remember, when people tell you something's wrong or doesn't work for them, they are almost always right. When they tell you exactly what they think is wrong and how to fix it, they are almost always wrong. And this insight reminds us to be open to feedback while maintaining our creative vision, especially when managing multiple POVs. Now, Leigh Bardugo, author of the Six of Crows duology, emphasizes when writing multiple POVs, ensure each character has their own arc and contributes something unique to the story. If you can remove a POV without significantly impacting the plot, you might want to reconsider its necessity. Bardugo's advice underscores the importance of intentionality in choosing POV characters. Now, Brandon Sanderson, known for his intricate fantasy world, says the most important thing to remember is that each viewpoint needs to have a reason to be there. It needs to show us something about the plot or the world that we couldn't have gotten any other way. This reinforces the idea that each POV should serve a specific purpose in advancing the story or deepening the reader's understanding. Now let's delve into 5 essential tips for effectively handling multiple POVs. Number 1, develop distinct voices. Each POV character should possess a unique way of speaking, thinking, and perceiving the world. This distinction helps readers immediately identify whose perspective they're experiencing when viewpoints shift. Consider factors such as vocabulary and speech patterns, personal biases and worldviews, emotional responses to situations. Number 2, utilize chapter breaks strategically. Changing POV mid-chapter can disorient readers. Consider using chapter or section breaks to signal a shift in perspective, providing readers with a natural pause to adjust to the new viewpoint. Some effective methods include starting each chapter with the character's name, using distinct symbols or formatting for each POV, maintaining a consistent POV pattern throughout the book. Number 3 is balance character screen time. Ensure each POV character receives sufficient attention to justify their perspective. If a character only appears in 1 or 2 brief scenes, carefully evaluate whether their POV is truly necessary for the story. Consider the character's role in the overall plot, their unique contribution to the narrative, the pacing and structure of your story. Number 4, avoid repetition. When multiple characters witness the same event, refrain from rehashing identical information. Instead, use each POV to reveal new insights or interpretations of the occurrence. This can be achieved by focusing on different aspects of the event, revealing contrasting emotional responses, using the event to highlight character growth or change. Number 5, maintain consistent characterizations. While we observe different facets of characters through various POVs, their core personality should remain consistent. A character shouldn't undergo a dramatic transformation simply because we're viewing them from another's eyes. To ensure consistency, create detailed character profiles. track character arcs and development. Review your work for any unintentional inconsistencies. It's also crucial to consider the impact of multiple POVs on pacing. They can either accelerate the narrative by creating parallel storylines or decelerate it by revisiting events. Be mindful of how your POV choices affect the overall rhythm of your story. You can manage pacing by alternating between high intensity and reflective POVs, using shorter chapters for faster paced sections, ensuring each POV shift advances the plot or deepens character development. And remember, mastering multiple POVs requires practice, patience, and perseverance. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't come naturally at first. Continue writing, experimenting, and studying books that effectively employ multiple POVs. And some exercises to improve your multiple POV writing include rewriting a scene from different characters' perspectives, creating character journals to develop unique voices, analyzing your favorite multi-POV novels to understand their techniques. By implementing these strategies and continuously refining your craft, you'll be well on your way to creating a compelling multi-POV narrative that engages readers and brings your complex story world to life. And that does it for today's video. If you found the information useful, please like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified anytime I post a video. I left some links in the description below to my other social media accounts if you would like to follow. Also, if you want exclusive updates on my progress, please sign up for my mailing list, which you will find on my website, which is also linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on writing.